Doing a bit of cosplaying today, pretending that we're tournament champions. We both got pretty excited about that High Elves game, and like, well, might as well bring it here, give it a shot. Um, Interesting. I wonder how passive we can play here. Like, do I want to move up? Do I want to move back? I feel like maybe I win the melee, so like I kind of just want to move up, but I could also just totally move back and place a parapet and be really annoying. Um, like could definitely do this. I don't really know this matchup. I feel like this matchup we might have to be the aggressors, but only if they can like get us in the right spot, which might be tough. Can this justice get to here? Oh goodness. Um, this justice can go here. Peace could go here. Valeria could go here to push the justice one more spot, which would kind of suck, but we would sort of have a response. And also, this is pretty sweet. Um, just in general. We can probably discard that other gate. Probably discard Jarmoond. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, gotta get audio to come through. There we go. That's it. I can discard this gate. Part of me wants to hold Jarmoond. I could see this being like a very late game, and Jarmoond is so good. Let's try it. Let's try holding it. Beanseasly says, "Oh my God, lol." That's a skill issue. Just you just gotta know what you're doing. Then you can hit those fives out of fives every time. Um, so yeah, like who is the aggressor here is kind of a tough idea because we both have some powerful range units. Like a piece and war in the back is a pretty good setup, but like I feel like it actually kind of depends. My gut, like first thought, is that it sort of depends on the positioning. Who has the range advantage? Like, does Valeria have the right setup? Like, where are the parapets? Where are the arbiters of war? Um, like it could honestly kind of shift. So we're playing passive at first here. Um, I feel like this benefits Valeria that we have better melee and we kind of want to get in there. But this play was just this sort of really annoying fortress was just a little bit too juicy to pass up on. Have to see. Okie doke. Um, yeah, let's just go forward a step or two. Um, a good enough attack for now. Do we want to build a Frost Shaman adjacent? Or an Ice Golem? That would give us a shot at the kill, but it's just sort of an exposed Ice Golem for no reason. Um, do I want to cycle for a Frost Shaman just by playing it? Not really. Do I really want to play Jarmoon? And so maybe I should discard some of these high value units. B. This gate being in my face actually kind of sucks. Like, what if I want to do something, right? Um, let's just be here. Never mind. I don't want Svara to get shot. Fine, fine, fine. We'll do this stupid thing. Awesome. Well, maybe could have gotten the kill if we were a bit better. But we're not. I'm so tempted to discard stuff to get Jarmoond out. Like I could discard the Ice Golem. I could discard a lot of things. Bean says I'm gonna need you to miss one dice eventually. It's not gonna happen. I got the game all figured out. It's such a hard decision, but like I will need to discard to get Jarmoond out early if that's really my plan. But maybe that's not my plan. Maybe I can just go piece by piece. I don't know. We're gonna keep taking it slow and see how that works out for us. We can discard that Smith. hoping to play like a real grindy Jarmoond game. Um, the thing about Valeria range is that it's not as good as you think it is. Like she can, or sorry, Svara range is that it's just like just being forced to only have good range down certain parapet lines. I mean, like if you're really good, you can set it up so like that those lines are right where you need them. But it's factions that are really strong with range. I think for that reason, it's like Abua, Sky Spear Avians, like any like you can just be like, okay, your parapets are over there. I'm on the other side shooting at you. What are you gonna do? Yep, take down my parapet if you can. Yeah, so I don't mind this becoming a melee battle, I don't think, but then again, I don't know what I'm doing, so we're gonna have to take it one step at a time. Is this a Jarmoon turn? I don't think so, but like, there's not exactly a reason it couldn't be. Um, I could like move over here and then move Jarmoon in to attack over there. Interesting. I mean, then we have Jarmoon in play. I like building the board first a little better, but like, uh, hey, maybe let's do the thing. At this point, yeah, like it would have been. Feels like if I'm going Jarmoon, I need to have discarded some of these other things. And yeah, let's go for it. Huh? Which attack do you do first here? The two, these two are a bit more consistent. Huh? I don't know. It's actually kind of a dilemma. My instinct says this for some reason, but that could be totally wrong. Because like this is more likely to like whiff entirely. More likely to not even do one damage. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so I hate to discard any of these cards, but I kind of need to. Maybe I discard the Golem? Maybe I discard the Mage? Yeah, I really hate to discard either of them. Both can be pretty useful here. Let's discard a... We should just discard both of them. Maybe we just need to build. I mean, we really need to do that last turn, but like, need to build. Build. There we go. We got it again. Okay, so we're recovering, and I think that's like it's just so hard for me to discard your like critical commons. But like if we're going for this Jarmund early, which is like not something I normally do, it's just like we just need we just need to discard them. We can't we can't have it both ways. We can't have every golem and mage and Jarmoon turn two or whatever. It's a pretty good turn. If Olag was Glacial Shift, I would feel like we could get a pretty sweet swing. Yeah, I feel like it's just something about watching the stream and like seeing Prophet talk about only playing High Elves in season two and grinding. It just has me like really on the like just like oh, I just wanna play, just wanna get better. But really inspiring stream. Really well done, Plaid Hat. They got the magic advantage because they read the wet writing on the wall before I did. But hey, this board state's all right. We'll take it. All right, that early parapet play did us well. All right, we're getting Titus in. Are we going to be able to respond to that? To be seen. Titus can just one shot. Valeria can use Titus to one-shot the Ice Smith, though like not exactly clear why. It's so funny that Titus exists. Like Titus just like is just like the definition of like it's just like a nod to Sarah. Valeria's like, yeah, I can do that better too. Like if I wanted to, I could have Citadel Knights, but I don't even need because I have Arbiters. But just this one. And he's got luxurious golden hair. And skill issue over here. Like, is Beans even trying? I kind of just want to, like, put a gate in front of Titus and ignore. Probably not the play. But it's tempting. I sort of just want to not engage with Titus, right? Like, because anything you engage with just gets, like, pushed by Valeria. Like, not fun time. Um, I could just shoot at Titus from, like, over here or something. Uh, I could shoot at Titus from over here. I feel like I sort of want to block that gate, but then again, okay, so like, let's say, let's say I move this up, I move a mage here, and I build a golem here. Okay, now there's no like movement shenanigans and whatnot. I think I like that. So I guess we don't even need to spend the move on it. We can just do this. Um, move this up. Um, our moon can go over here. Everything else seems pretty sweet. Build another gate. We can discard Olag. We'll pass on ice shards for a turn, but as soon as they start to engage, we'll annoy them with it. I could build the gate over here. I think I want to encourage them to step on in the office. Hopefully we get a magic out of this. Easy. And then this will be another 3-on-3. It's just, you just sort of have, damn it. Just sort of have to believe. Up to 2. Gonna have a ram shift at some point. Yeah, so shutting down Titus with that mage feels really good. I mean, maybe you like Valeria here. Ooh, this is nice. Valeria here, like Song of Sanctity. And so in the move phase, push the golem. In the attack phase, kill the mage. That seems pretty good. I got the other parapet. That's gonna be really huge, actually. Or like just setting up a line that Jarmund can shoot down. Yeah, I'm definitely on team discard early for Jarmund. I've never done that, but that seems really strong. Man, it's just so funny because you play this game for so long and there's still just like it's just like watching the stream, it's just like I have not played much Polar Dwarfs. Like there's just so many like levels of strategy that like because I play all the factions, it's just like it just feels like there's always so much deeper I can go, which is just really exciting feeling. Oh, gonna pull it forward. Nice, nice. Do we have a Sanctity? Sanctity is probably really good in this because Svara just like isn't exposing herself anyways. That was a misplay. You want to attack with Titus first? Oh, no, I guess it's a guaranteed kill. I'm stupid. Okay, the parapet there is gonna be pretty nice. I think. Um, I guess Farah will just shoot down a parapet. This this frost mage is sort of dying over there. Wonder if we can move it. We really um we could put Svara here. Jarmoon here, Parapet here. This is at the end of the build phase. Yeah, I mean that's more Jarmoon value, so that is solid. I kind of like just having this 10 health gate in front of there and just shooting the other way, though. Jarmoon value is pretty sweet. At this, I mean, we can just sacrifice this Frost Mage and shoot at Titus. Like, I don't really care that much. Um, yeah, so I mean, this parapet is more easily destroyed though, is the problem. When it's like, I really just like the parapet. Um, just being real annoying over here. And now I could even move back. I could cover this line. I could shoot Titus the other way. Jarmoon is exposed, but all my units are kind of exposed right now. Yeah, I really just like putting the parapet in this corner here. I mean, well, all they have to do then is just ignore the parapet, actually, and then it's like kind of pointless. So let's think about something else then. What if I caught in the polar puzzle? Says Beans. Yep. Polar puzzle is. I just expose Svara over here. It's pretty good. And then we have a nice little choke point over here. They're kind of punished for pushing at us. I think we can. Do we need to hold Nadiana? Because the rest of our deck is kind of Carbo at this point. Oh, that's like fascinating how low value we have in the rest of the deck. To think about it. I don't know if we want to move that Frost Mage there, but can't really think of a better idea. Whittle away at Titus here and there. So there's a world where we hold Nadiana and discard the Golem, and discard the Cav. I was gonna like discard both of them, but then I just look at the rest of my deck and I'm like, not so great. I feel like I want to discard the Cav. But then do we hold Nadiana and just hold her the rest of the literal game? Just like really slow burn it? Let's try it. I want to try it. I want to see if it works. Do it. No, like normally I would never even consider holding a champ that long through 10 cards, but it feels like this is probably going to that far into the late game, and so I don't mind it. Look at how much magic they have. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe Beans is gonna go super aggro. Dude. And I wish I had a Sand Scavenger. Big struggling over here. It's hard to not be playing as the Sand Goblins. Try to support group. Yep, that's still in range of ice shards. I'm fine with that. Do we want to move the parapet up to Titus? We can just move the Frost Mage over here. They're already committed with a lot of Liberty attack. I thought we were in the attack phase, but no. Blair got attack around gate to put Arbiter up there. Yeah, I mean the parapet there isn't like exactly doing it for me, but I don't know that many better options. Maybe ice mage frost mage goes down here and parapet goes this way. I mean parapet down here is this next step to parapet down there, so I'm like not even that mad though, I guess. And I mean the more value Jarmund soaks, the better critical thing. So we could like I don't know, move the bar over here, move the parapet over here. Then Jarmund can keep soaking. And we can put a mage back there. Though that mage is just asking to die, unless we block it somehow. So I don't know. Maybe we should just do the parapet play. Jarmund does have some health, so like, I have versatile. What the hell? So funny. Do I want to put a frost mage? Yeah, I'm still not thinking that way. Do I want to put a frost mage there to versatile attack Titus? What would my moves be then? Still do this move. Still do this move. And then Titus is just probably dead. Honestly, sure. Honestly, sure. Go for it. Yeah, so Svara will still move to here, move that here. Jarmund will still go here. Our stuff is still kind of like out of range of important targets. Our Frost Mages being up front is like kind of a hot and awful take, but at least we're sort of in range of an Arbiter of Peace or something. I don't know. A pretty awful take. Getting some value there where we can. Take it. We're just gonna try to get value with Jarmund every single freaking for the rest of the game. If we can do that, we'll be happy. Okie. What if we want a versatile move something? Like move back with this Frostmate thing? And that's going. Admitting defeat. Okay, Nadiana is not happening. It's just not happening. Like, it's just, I'm just not seeing it, right? Like, especially with holding double ram at this point. Like, I can be real greedy and keep holding out for it. I mean, if I discard my bear calves for it, it just seems real bad because I'm gonna want to summon that frost mage next turn if I draw it. Holding this is so greedy, right? Like only drawing 2 cards. I mean, I could discard a ram and try to get like a double shift play. Feels like I need to discard one here. It feels like it should be Nadiana. We aren't really gonna need the Nadiana value. We're gonna be fine without it. Gonna survive, and honestly, like what Nadiana value? We can do some stuff with bear calves. We can go a bit melee. I just hate not having that ready for us in the end game. We reach it because like if I wanna, because I could also just like discard these calves and ice smith, play Nadiana. But how are we gonna get there? Um, yeah, and the ice ram shift. I mean, ram shift to get in their face is also part of our plan, or it could not be. Like we could. It's such a hard decision because we could discard Nadiana and then play for more of a melee game, or just discard a ram and just be like, hey, we're playing for more of a like a weird Nadiana late game where we're just shooting at you the whole time. No, I think getting in their face is important, especially with the Jarmund plan. Let's just drop Nadiana. It's not. I mean, I want to see it happen, and I mean, a hand like that makes me think, ugh, like, why did I do this? Because now I want to discard these calves, but I can't. I should have discarded the ram and held on to Nadiana. Um, oh, they said they're surprised I left attacks on the gates on the table. Yeah, no, that was a mistake. Well, uh, a messy thing. Sometimes purposeful. That time I just forgot. Well, yeah, I feel bad about discarding Nadiana, but like we're thinking we're getting more of a like our plan with these ice rams and the shifts we're eventually drawing is to more get in there, but it's like it makes me feel more pressure now because it's like I need to sit back. But then again, the sit back plan with Jarmoon sort of involves structures in their face. It's also just I just foresee this game hitting the end game, and I foresee myself looking at my lack of champion at the end. Very sad. Especially if I'm like discarding a cat here, like I'm just out of magic for could have held Nadia. Uh, hoping to like slow roll into the. I was hoping these bears would be at the end because I want to hold them for like that we're gonna be able to use. Yeah, tough game. It's a tough matchup. I feel like I'm being faced with a lot of tough. Not drawing the freaking frost mage. I can't believe I discard Nadiana. I could just discard an ice ram. Like we only get one ram shit. I mean, it's so funny to have a matchup where it's just like I really just want to hold the champion for like 8 turns, but this really is it. Nice, yeah, sniper unit. See, it's just like Valeria's kind of chilling in the late game unless we force her hand. So we need to force her hand. Um, and we're not going to be doing that by having like a magic app, like terrible. But just discarding but like discarding a ram is just so bad as well. It's just tough. Could have used a versatile move to send this guy back. Maybe I should have. Um, yeah, we just don't have structures in their face for the Jarmund value. I feel like maybe we're not winning this late game as much as I thought we would be. Move back and shoot, maybe. I was hoping to move something into this slot and shoot from there, but it's gonna be tough. I guess we don't really need Jarmund value this turn if we're not like doing anything. Turn. Um, do I want a structural shift anything? Really? Jarmund can just hide. This can hide. This can hide. Move on. Yep, just chill. Well, actually, I don't know if I want to attack this gate. Because then our parapet's exposed. I think that's Not a problem though. I think we attacked the gate. This was the gate that Beans was commenting, hey, why didn't you just do that last? Which is very fair. So what, we're just waiting to build up for bear calf music. I think we gotta keep burning here at this. I wish Nadiana was. I don't know, like just no way am I holding a bear calf. I feel like we're losing this. I feel like I'm staring down the face of a super economy. Not played my cards right to be able to combat that. Not enough structures in the forefront. Maybe it was just like a critical problem with being too passive. Maybe I just don't win the late game here, and that's what I'm really starting to feel. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it feels, but like it's it almost feels like there's like two different levels to like Summoner Wars games that I play. Them like there's one level of like playing the line that you see well, and there's another level of reading the matchup correctly in the first place, like reading the matchup and seeing what your strengths are, what your disadvantages are, and how to play to those strengths, minimize the um, and like a lot when it's just a matchup you haven't seen before, a lot of like your failures can just come down to didn't read the matchup right at the beginning. So maybe like I mean, our plan of we're gonna sit back and snipe with Jarmoon, we've accomplished that beautifully. Like this is um I didn't even notice that I have diff now. Hooray! Like we didn't even notice, or yeah, like we've got there. We've gotten in there. We were sitting back. We built up our fortress, and then we're losing, and so that makes me think it's like, well, maybe I just read this wrong. Maybe I'm just not playing this correctly. Then again, maybe they're looking at the back end of their deck also being no value, so maybe we're not as bad off as we would think. It just feels like this game is going to come to the last few blows. Like it's the sort of game where if both players didn't have champions at the end, it could easily be like both players have 7 or 8 magic and nothing, and no cards left or something. And so just saving high magic cards, and having the patience to do that and not like throw away Mariana like we did, or I don't know, or maybe you just need to get in there earlier. But I feel like that can also just it's just gonna be a late game slog at the end of it, but maybe we want the late game slog to be funneled through the like a midfield grind where it's like a lot of melee attacks and whatnot. Um yeah, it seems you're sort of just getting bit for bit me trying to puzzle out this matchup. It's a tough one. And I haven't really played enough polar dwarfs to like fully understand their strengths and weaknesses. Like it took me a lot of playing with shadow elves before I realized exactly how their strengths led to them being able to play this crazy path play style. Um, and that's just it just took a while to realize that. And so I don't really know exactly how passive Valyria can afford to play. And like that's something that like I would very easily see when I'd face really tough opponents. When I first started playing, is I would see a lot of. I wonder if we should have just moved that parapet there with nothing to occupy it, kind of. But like facing real tough opponents would be like I'd face Waterdeep and be like, all right, they're gonna play a passive game. I guess I'll sit back too, and I'd just be like, I have never played, or I have never played a game of keep away before, and you're better at it. You're reading it better. I'm staying back, but still ending up behind. Like it's just like it was just very out of water. And now I'm more experienced with like matchups like that. But it's just like sometimes it doesn't even come down to like playing your line right. You just need to know the nuances of each matchup, and like that's really hard. Like I just need to. I mean, like someone could tell me, "Oh, play this way against this faction as this faction," and that would go so far. But like, I don't know. Knowing it for yourself helps a lot, and to read different like in weirder situations on the fly. Um, uh, but And yeah, it doesn't really feel like someone can ever tell me play this way and it works. Like I saw Orange Lazarus and Donkey playing, and I saw Donkey playing this really passive Savannah Elves, and I was like, oh, I'll try that, and like just sort of sit back and log my hand and lose, and like don't drop any like I'm not building up lionesses. I'm not like, or I'm not like building up these crazy chant of power turns. Like, what am I doing wrong? And it's just like just a lot more nuance than you can just sit back and win against something, because you need to understand like why that you have that advantage and why that makes you in order to like play for it, or just like to see an enemy faction be like, they're the ones that need to come to me, and probably when they come to me they're going to be exposed eventually. I mean, that's sort of what I did when I played that Cloaks game against Cheris's Phoenix Elves, and it just ended up looking like I was making them come to me, and then they finally did, and I just like fell flat, and that's like, oh, I don't actually know. Interesting to push the golem. I mean, yeah, assassinate golems is good. Please get it. The golem lives. Wow. It's not not gonna be. Valeria definitely limits my options with ram shift turns. Now that I think, it's gonna be a bit of a tough one. I think my all right. So let's set it out at first. What are my goals with this ram shift turn? Um, maybe I can like. Yeah, this frost mage is just in the way. Annoying. Is annoying. Um, I wonder how does this work exactly? After moving and forcing, you may add one damage target for forces afterwards. Say that they forgot the dictate was not an attack, so peace aura stayed up. Dictate not an attack. Yes, it's fine. Oh, so now the frost mage stays alive. I'll ask them what they meant by that. After the game. Okay, so Ram goes here. Ram can move that here. Svara can push again. This is a mess. Assume this frost mage is gone. The piece is now dead. Um, blah blah blah. Shift something something. Um, uh, I say sorry for the long turn. You're good. So what? So one of the moves is this. That's very funny. Another move is this. Um, is there a world where that's just my third move and then the shift is just like no, because this needs to go. Hmm. I was gonna. Hmm. Hmm. I'm sorry. I just can't talk about this. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure this out on the fly. Um. I'm just gonna try a bunch of things. I think our goal is to get the parapet in like a situation that's kind of nice. Um. I mean, this looks kind of alright, right? Killed a thing. Uh. Killed another thing. Um. Maybe I'd rather have Svara still just killing that gate, um, instead of attacking Cassia. That's gotta be foolish, right? Surely. No, that gate seems like that's helping them. Um, okay, we got one more shift. Maybe we could move Jarmund in the move phase. It seems like we have extra shifts here. Um, What if... Okay, one, I don't know, two. And then our goal is now going to be Jarmoon attacks Cassia. That could work. Um, Wait. How did I spend 3 moves there? Oh, the mage isn't. Yeah, there's no way around that, is there? What are they saying? Classic ramp shift. For sure. Sure. Yeah, so that's a move. That's sort of annoying. What if we just do this? Okay, there's actually no reason that had to be Svara doing that. That's fine. And what if we do this? So now we can shift. Uh, shift the golem over there. Shift this over here. I guess that can just kill the Arbiter of Peace. So what's my goal here too? Yeah, I don't really need to kill the Arbiter of Peace. We can just kill Cassia, and then I mean we could, if I had, we could get dice on Valeria. Maybe I should do that. I don't like how it's damaging the golem, but so what we could do, so we can either move our own gate forward, which is a little bit sketchy, or we could force this and then use our own like golem damaging to kill this Arbiter of Peace. It's funny looking at like opinions I've had about the past about balance and just how wrong they've been. Like that. Very, very self-reflective. Oh, interesting. I could kill Titus somehow? No, it's fine. I don't need to kill Titus. Um, okay, I mean, this is pretty solid. And I think we need to save this bear. Okay, that's... They can probably summon something to protect that gate. Such a funny sound effect. And that's the magic we were hoping to get for our bear. We're still going to have to hold this bear, so we have any semblance of a late game plan. We have 2 more magic to fit our late game plan. That is 2 magic too little. We will see how it goes, though. One second, I will be back in 30 seconds. Hey, I'm back. I turned on some AC. Hopefully the sound quality is not that bad. Let me know if it's too distracting. It is boiling in Chicago right now. Let's see how they respond to this. Yeah, I think they're in a pretty good spot. If we had Nadiana, that might be a different story. If we could just sort of play this like late ranged game that I want to. We have another Ram. Might need to honestly wait on it a turn if it's not that good this coming turn. Pretty good last turn, so I don't know. We'll have to see. That's interesting. I wouldn't expect that. I would expect them to pull the Ice Golem forward. Maybe Valeria kills the mage and then pulls the golem up. Pretty good. I just do not know what this matchup is. I don't know what a lot of Svara's matchups are. I think it's... I think moving back turn 1 was sort of a mistake. We want to be a bit more threatening. I don't know, though. Yeah, I feel like this is the sort of thing where I just need to, like, go meditate about it, and eventually I'll figure it out. They say I'm too cramped. Yeah, I think that's definitely a state. That's definitely what we're looking for in these sorts of in these games. Like just make it awkward for Valeria so she can't get the auras to be exactly the way she wants them to. Yep, justice coming down. Fortunately, I mean that'll give us a ram shift if nothing else. Oh, yeah. So I mean, I guess the plan here was used ram shift to get structures in their face to keep getting Jarmoon value, and that's what we've been doing, which is nice. But we're out of golems. We're out of golems. All we got is the one bear. We're gonna play these ice smiths that are just gonna give him more magic. Uh, Maybe we can get a super bear. Should we play for like a really BM, like super bear with like two ice smiths on it, and like a ram shift to like boost that bear over to Valeria or something? Is that our best bet right now? Is that what we've come to? Yeah, so all they're really giving us is the justice, which is unfortunate. We want more than that. Hopefully Valeria fails to kill this ice golem, but she's got a pretty good shot at it. We can always just shoot Valeria, I guess. And she gets it. But it's a very satisfying sound effect. I wonder if we want to ram shift. It could be pretty good to just like get in their grill even more. It could kill Titus. It could if it could kill Cassia, that's where I'd be convinced. So like we can move up here, move the gate here to push the justice. Um um no, we need I don't think it's possible because we need to get Jarmund here in the move phase. Well, yeah, we need to get something in the move phase there. Bean says we picked the puzzly factions. What did we expect? That's fair. Um, I mean, so we could go here and put the parapet here. Um, uh, oh no, actually, if we get the parapet here, that'll kill both Cassia and Titus, because of Jarmund ice shards. Okay, that's like gotta be worth it, right? Like, and then we can just sort of, so what would that be? That'll be go here. I guess we can do our dumb play with this away, even though I kind of my other moves, I mean like I could occupy this again. I could move something. I could move something up to here. My actual shifts are probably this, and what else could I accomplish with these shifts? It'd be nice to get something else get something juicy to attack Valeria. maybe like Jarmund even. Um, Interestingly, we actually would only need to go here to do everything we want to. So, like, oh, well, I mean, I could push. Yeah, I'm wrong. Well, I was thinking like I could push like this gate here. I mean, I still can. That's still get damage. Um, and we could do another move just like over here or something. Um, oh, we could just send Ice Smith after Valeria. My brain is kind of breaking. Um, I wonder. So we go here, we push this over here. It's not really lined up to get like shifted to death. Um, what if we go here, push this over here? Jarmund moves here. Shift turn, we can just like kill that over there, and Jarmund can attack Valeria. And then I don't know, summon something else. So like Jarmund goes here. Oh no, we can't quite push it up. Yeah, that's the problem we're having. Well, is there a reason? Svara doesn't even really need to go up, does she? So what if we just did like this? And I mean, we can use a shift to like finish that guy off. I don't even know if we actually want to engage with that frost mate. Maybe we don't. Uh, uh, I read Soul Shift. Play Soul Shift real quick. Um, I wish we could find a way to get this golem to finish this off, so we could, and then we could finish off the gate. Hmm. Would there be any way with an additional move to do that? If we didn't move the Frost Mage? Um, Maybe if Svara... Uh, Bean says, damn, you're getting both those champs. Yeah, I am. Finally dawning on you how screwed you are. No. See, the extra Golem move does nothing. Is there any possibility that um we push something this way instead? I just don't really see it. Yeah, I mean we could just leave it here. I could just like push things away and then move this way. We're a little bit low on time. um Uh, what if I summoned a... Oh, what if I just summoned a Ice Smith or a Frost any unit over here? Would that fix all my problems? Um, because then that unit could kill the bad boy. Oh, still need to play Ice Ram. Um, yeah, you can just see how these the sort of turns you just take forever thinking about, but it's okay. Um, Ice Ram over here. Okay, wait, I'm sort of seeing why this isn't going to work, but I'm going to keep doing it. Over here, and then what are our shifts going to be? Shifts aren't so great, right? Yeah, we're having problems. Because before we were able to move up to hit it, but now we're not. So I mean, we could just make that a smith. Um, and granted, if we didn't even, oh wait, no, wouldn't it die to ice shards the other way that we did it? I'm so dumb. Okay, this has got to be one of the last iterations because notice how I don't say last, but I say one of the last. It was actually fine the first time because we had ice shards. It's such a brain breaker trying to figure this out. Could you imagine doing this in person where like you weren't allowed to take things back and whatnot? Like what a nightmare that would be. We were sort of playing keep away. Uh Kill both champs. Kill this. This gate advancing is actually going to kill this with ice shards. I just didn't even. I wasn't thinking about that. I'm not thinking with shards. Ice shards. That's so much magic that with which we can use to play champion that we discarded. Okay, there it is. Let's attack. Look at all this magic. If only we could use it, we would be so set. But we still have, what is it, like a bunch of crap in the back. Oh, it's gonna be tough. We discarded a bit too heavy. Weren't quite prepared for the late game here. That's okay. I'm gonna refresh to make sure to have a more accurate timer. Hope it was pretty accurate. Bean says huge rams both times. Did this just become purple? Was that always purple? Oh, it's purple because it's Valeria's turn. Um, Good stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty huge ram. And if we had another champion, I feel like we were in a pretty good spot. But we don't. So it's gonna be tight. I feel like we're gonna have like 5, 6, 7 magic left over at the end of the game. Granted though, they don't have a champion either. The only other the only other unit they're gonna have is a null boy, and a null boy um only costs 3, so it doesn't even. Ah, Valeria is such a good deck. I like exposing Jarmoon to Valeria too, because Valeria can't shit on Jarmoon like she can on commons. Yeah, I dig the common theme of Valeria. It's funny, I ended up doing what I did like the very first time at the end there. I just realized that Jarmund existed. That was the critical turning point. That parapet to assassinate both champs is so nice. So we're just gonna do the absolute best we can. Boatload of garbage back here. See if we can get 2 calves to attack Valeria at some point or something. That might be our way out. We haven't seen a Song of Sanctity, which seems like super good against us, so I feel like I'm anticipating that, if not 2 Song of Sanctities at this point. Like I'd just be so surprised if he's discarded one. Maybe he discarded one like turn 1 or something. I could see that, I guess. But like even then, I might hold it. It's like kind of insane. Granted, if Ice Rab still affected Summoners, be a different story. It doesn't. So, okay. We've seen both obliges, right? Yep. Did these change? Oh, they changed. There's a back arrow and a forward arrow. That was new. Are there any other like patch notes? Joe, what's the patch? Give me the patch notes. Can't just bring this shit on me, Joe. Ice repair could be huge. Patch notes, Joe. Uh, Valeria is hiding. I mean, that is fair. Taking out that parapet. Getting that sweet one magic. Arbiter of Peace. Yep. That'll help for sure. Maybe we can set up a nice little frost mage. Shoot for 4. It seems like a little bit of a waste. Didn't even kill it. Skill issue. Alright. No assassin calves, but one day the assassin calves will realize their dream. They said, come on, Parapat, that was so unnecessary of you to live. It was 6 on 5, 6 on 5 miss. Skill issue. Oh, Jarmoon's gonna get some sweet value out of the Parapet. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't think we have a turn really. I think we'll keep Jarmoon safe, and like that's about it. And we will move this golem up. Yeah. Ice shards. And yeah, you gotta come to me. I have a bit of a ranged advantage right now. I got another frost mage. I should be thinking about how I'm gonna set up my next like frost mage pit. But we'll get there. Right now I'm really hoping we can get a sweet target for some bear calf ice smith action. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about it, but it's really hard to get more than like one smith on a bear calf because you have to equip it that turn. So it would have to be like you'd have to be equipping smiths on a bear calf in a previous turn, and that totally ruins the element of surprise as to which gate spot it's coming down. So you can get two really, but getting more than that is not too realistic, and that actually makes the balance make sense. It's just like I would have to have two smiths in the back and use two and only have one move to actually get a crazy bear calf play. So I'm actually yeah, I'm behind it. The balance makes sense. If it was like a wrench rat sort of thing where you could just equip at any time in your turn within range 3, that'd be a little bit busted maybe, but it's not. Punching me in the face. Like it. That's where it hurts. Sure. Jarmund might miss that justice a little bit. Love loyalty. Okay, big punch in the face. For sure. taken down the parapet. So we're hoping to set up something scary. Um, there isn't gonna be anything scary on Valeria this turn. If only we had another golem. But that's scary, though. It sounds like you missed pretty bad. Etc. Law of Loyalty is active for a couple more turns. I don't know if I just want Jarmoon to attack that. Like, maybe I want to do a bit more. Like, I can't get an Assassin Bear to this Arbiter piece. I don't even know if I would want to, really. Maybe I would. Do I want to start working on these Arbiters of War? Do I want to just move Svara back and just, like, punch this and equip a Golem on it, maybe? Because... or equip a Smith on it? Like, that's not too bad. Um... Uh... Then that'll probably get the kill. So if it doesn't, that would kind of suck, but what else are we gonna do? That would let us maybe actually like get value out of our ice repair. Okay, I'm sold. Oh, and we do have another move, so we can get another one of these going. Let's understand. Unless I want to like change the orientation of any of my gates, so I can shoot through something better. That's fine. Boost that up. Gonna use yield ice golems. And we're not really exposing too much here. So I'm not too mad. Hopefully we kill it. Skill issue. Suck. It'll kill itself at the very least. Oh yeah, and we do need to take fast turns. Gonna keep reloading. Hopefully eventually the timer will be like 100% accurate, but I understand that it's not quite that easy, and that's not exactly a top priority. Though it probably should be once we get the arena mode out. That'll be important. Bean says huge miss. Couldn't agree more. Oh, when it takes 1 damage, I hadn't thought about that. That's not good. Oh, and it's gonna get to live. Disgusting. Hate it. You healing the Arbiter of War, not the Justice? Oh, you're gonna let it die, and then you're gonna shoot at Svara. Ooh, I might go for that. I might go for the Bear Assassin. I'm kind of greedy, and I feel like I'm kind of losing, even though maybe we're fine. This is gonna be tough. Especially if there's 3 more dice on Svara, that's gonna annoy me. Yeah, I was thinking this could only do 4 damage. Oh, but now it can only do 3. Oh, but they're gonna kill it with the priest. Yeah, it's good. Law of Sanctity. No, my bear assassin. You're playing around it. That's no fair. So maybe I actually would have wanted to move this gate up, because then I could have Jarmoon shoot at Sarah this turn. Valeria, not Sarah. Damn. So close. I'm tempted to assassinate this Arbiter piece. Especially since like it might be their last one. Like, do I go for it? Do I just assassinate that? I'm pouring so much value into it, but like, I mean, it could just be one move, 2 move. We could spawn a mage there to just shoot. 3rd move could be move this back to get an extra damage over there. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Let's just go for it. Do we ice repair on this gate? I think we do. Um, yeah. And this other smith will be kind of useless now. Whip over here. Okay, we need to freaking kill this. Um, why does it have 4 attack? Oh, because the Arbiter of War. Yes, yes. I mean, maybe we'd be able to find a way to. Oh, and there's still a lot of loyalty. God, imagine reading cards. Okay, playing playing that. Even though maybe we could wait on it. I don't know. We have all these gates and nothing to do with them. Play it. All right, this is guaranteed to kill this. Actually, we take that. Hoping destroying that Law of Peace will let me like actually start hitting. Wow, still did minimum damage, but minimum damage was in fact still guaranteed to kill. But now our shots are actually going to start doing something. Just kidding. Hell, they're not. All right, well, and that bear is dead, but we were thinking killing that Arbiter piece was a high value target. If they got another one, that's like we just wasted it. Yeah, that was just like that was just a hard read, being like, "That's your last Arbiter piece. I'm killing it." Um, that's a clip. Wow, that was timed perfectly. That's your last Arbiter piece. I'm killing it. Uh, yeah, so we're gonna struggle. That's definitely not it. Uh, yep, yep, yep. Svara has such an iconic pose, too. Yep, putting Valeria in the front to protect the unit's gonna make it pretty tough for me. Just gonna be a little bit of a slog at this point. Maybe that Cav lives? Counting, it's like 5 dice on 3 right now. I mean, Valeria's range isn't that good. That's maybe why we should have kept the Cav, is because like other than this unit, there's not that much like range other than the priests and the pieces themselves. It's fun to find the summon stone in the art. I know, right? It took me so long before I realized there was a summon stone in all of them. Yeah, I hope they keep doing creative things. Like Rusk is just holding a freaking steering wheel, and it's not attached to anything. What is this madman doing? Um, okay, we're out of time, but it doesn't matter since we're kind of out of decisions. Well, um, maybe I want to move this Frost Mage up. I don't know. I just work here. That can't be it. Let's just stay put. Let's just chill. I don't know. I don't feel like we need to clog ourselves here. Like, oh, we could have moved. We could have moved back so Valeria doesn't like spray us right now. That's fair. Though if Valeria moves up, we can kind of kill her. So she might be too afraid to just do this. But knowing Beans, probably not. Wonder what that last card is. We'll have to see. So yeah, now's about the time where you can make a bet as to who's coming out ahead. It's surprisingly tied for such a slog. Still kind of wish I had Nadiana and whatnot. Okay, wait, where's the art? Where is it in Valeria? Do I know offhand? Is it in her sword? I think it's in her sword. It is in her sword. Okay, we got it. Are there any other like favorite Red is the right idea with the stone. That's like it's like inside of him. It's like in his chest, right, or something. That's why he's screaming. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the art like implies there's like these deeper stories here that like if you put the stone too close to you, it's gonna corrupt you or something like that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the stone thing. As far as just holding it, right? Yeah. I'm I'm so tempted to pull up the art. No, I'm not gonna do it. Ugh, just stop it, Valeria. Just die. Just freaking die. I might just move. If they do that, I might just move Svara just to shoot the priest. Then they're out of melee units. Going back. Come on. Come on. Do it. You won't. It's easy. That's such easy money. It's on a chain around his neck. Ooh, that's creepy. I thought it was inside of him. Okay, I'm sorry. I cannot resist pulling it up right now. You have tempted me so much. Um, uh, is that a chain? Are you sure that's a chain? Like, it looks kind of embedded in his soul, doesn't it? Like, is that whole? Are you saying that whole gray thing is a chain? Like, why does it look like it's like crushed inside and it's like burning him? You see what I'm talking about? Okay. They're going up, doing the same old shaz. Oh, then that's the last unit. Okay, awesome. Well, we'll do our best. That's all I can say. Our best might not be good enough, but we will sure try. Um, Maybe I send an ice smith over at this priest. I mean, I kind of want to keep him afraid of what this last unit can. Um, and the ice smith could be a good assassins at some point later on. So, Bean says, "Ooh, uh, okay." I don't actually have the time to read Beans' message until after this turn. Sorry. Let's go over here. Uh, yeah, there's some shenanigans with extra attacks, but not too many right now. It's just, yeah, the Arbiter of Peace, it just really helps with these, like, late game trades and whatnot. I assume it's mishappened because he's had it for 1,000 years. It could just be in him. I mean, yeah, like maybe both. Yeah, so you were thinking like this whole like gray piece is the chain, and then that's. I mean, maybe the answer is for both because everyone's right. Bean says, "Ooh, have to be summoned by an arbiter, but can heal anything." I know, right? Isn't it weird? It's so sad that it should say arbiter or citadel unit just for deck building. Definitely thought I could get Svara hit there and didn't move up. Um, Oh, the misplay. Like thought you could shoot as far. Fair, fair. These are two units that Valeria can't touch with dictate. You monster. Yeah, that arbiter piece is giving you everything. But once you're out of ranged units, maybe we stand a chance. Don't hit big. I need small hits. I need Svara to like survive like at least one more. At least one more, if not two more attacks. No! Stop! You monster. You monster. Do I have kill dice right now? I can get 5. I can get 5 on Valeria with a smith, kill my own smith, and then Svara does it, and we ice shards. Is that worth it? What are the odds of us winning this game right now? Our other play is move, Darmoon goes in the back, and then we just keep hitting. I think they're gonna win. I think we don't have the juice right now. Uh, Yeah, I think bit by bit, unit by unit. I mean, our other option is, hey, can we just damage Valeria a little bit right now and make it so we don't like lose if we miss? We can already sort of do that. Um, it's real hard not to go for the crazy kill right now. Feel like I want to do it. Feel like feel like it's got to happen. Oh, could we do even better by moving this gate back? What's the percent on the kill? It's low. I'd find it after it, but I think we'd be looking at like 20 to 30% if I just had to guess. We move back there. Yeah, no, that's not any better. Then we could get like a 6 on 6. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think we're losing this game for all the marbles. No sanctities up or anything. Anything over 30%. Yeah, right. Like it feels like we're losing. It feels like we got to just take what we can get. Gonna move back in case we miss. Ice shards on Valeria. Let's see it. So 2 out of 2 melee is like, okay, we already missed. Do we still go for it? I think we do. I don't know. It's fine. Um, what 2 out of 2? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this is such a massive skill issue right now. Um, Crap. Do I not know what 2 out of 2 melee is? I was gonna say 69 just like instinctively, but it doesn't sound right. Is it 79? How do I not know what 2 on 2 melee is? Um, it's not 69. It's at least 80%, right? It's like it's 79. This is such like a critical roll. It's 69% to get 2 on 2 melee? It's so low. Okay, I mean, don't doubt your instincts, I guess. I was just yeah, so it was 69% uh followed by 29%. So not over 33. So what is that? That's like 20% or something. About about a 20% chance to kill there. We might have dice on Valeria though. Um, Bean says, "Oh shit, meant not to attack that lol." Literally threw my hands up after rolling it. That's so funny. Um, that's really funny, especially when they said when we were talking earlier about not attacking gates. Yeah, well, that sometimes that's what it comes down to, I guess. Um, Ian says, "Damn it." Okay, this literally can't even damage this. So I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm gonna put it here. No, don't press move on. You could still get it. I could still miss. And for the win. But I think I think if they hadn't made that mistake, sometimes you just reflexively attack gates, I think. If they hadn't made that mistake, I think the game was theirs. Let's look at that turn again. GG. Fucking shit. Lol lol. What they say. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What a game. That's crazy. That's good stuff. Yeah, so this turn it would have been like all I could do would be 3 on Valeria. Though actually, even if you didn't attack that, you're still giving me a 3 on a 3 over there. So, oh, I wonder, was there a safer play here? I guess not. I mean, you could just do this, and like push it back. I feel like that's probably winning enough. Do that forward and attack or something. I see how that's scary. I think you probably win if you just play it safe there. I'm gonna hop in a call real quick. Let me know if there's anything with audio, by the way. If anyone's too quiet, too loud, if my AC is just annoying. I took a 30% attack at blocks that would have put me way behind if I missed recently. Sometimes you just got to go for it. I understand. Yeah, and I think honestly that game, I think we were, I think it was still good to go for. I think if we had gone for the late game, our chance of winning would be less than 20%. Popping it over here. Hey, how's it going?
I'm mad.
Sometimes
Mad at myself.
yeah, sometimes it'd be like that.
What I meant to do, go back to that my last turn.
Okay.
What I meant to attack was the ice smith because if I
Oh,
did, then I
wait.
could pick my own thing up.
So what was it more of
So
a
if I attack the ice
yeah,
smith,
I see.
it
Yes.
like it should die, right? Then I could push my own priest up, which would have a 3 for 2 on you, or 2 for 2 on you, and I would be protected on both sides rather than being completely free on both sides.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
I'm just stupid.
I mean,
It
that's how it goes. It is was that like was that a misclick or a brain fart in which
was a brain
it
fart.
was a
But
brain fart.
like
Yeah,
also,
I've
I don't
been
know.
there.
Like my setup is so strong here and I just fucking threw it away.
Yeah, no, I was sort of like debating with chat. It's like that the kill I went for, I was like, that's got to be between like 20% and 30% win, but it's just like, yeah, I definitely don't think there is any higher than like a 20%. They're like, but my chance of actually winning this late game has got to be lower than 20%. So like, I'm just I got to go
Your
for this
last
5-on-5. Yeah, that last 5-on-5
the
ditch effort.
wait, 5 on 5, you mean 4 for 6?
So my last turn I rolled. Oh, you
Oh,
might not even
okay.
because I failed to kill the Smith. So yeah, the plan was Smith attacks, kill the Smith, Jarmuth attacks Valeria.
Oh, I got you.
That was the plan. Uh,
I got you. Yeah, I was wondering why you were attacking that Smith and then not seeing that Drummond could attack.
yeah. I mean, the Smith already missed, so it was like, well, why am I bothering? But figure damage
Yeah.
it. That was this game. I felt this matchup was really tough for me to read. Honestly, I want to play this matchup like 5 times over again. I think Svara's matchups in general are kind of hard for me to read. Like, do I want to be as far back as possible? Do I want to be as far up as possible? Do I want to be somewhere in the middle? Do I
Yeah.
need to hold cards for the late game? Like, yeah, how are you reading this? What do you like? What are you trying to do? How do you think I should be playing it? Like, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I guess my I was like pushing forward a little bit and then retreating a little bit. I had just kind of like a weird draw like of stuff, which is not the way I normally play high elves, but I mean it worked out I think for me for the most part. Like I probably should have won this game, but if I didn't do that dumb move at the end.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
I don't know. My thought process always when against polar dwarves is just target the ice golems any way possible,
Yeah, I start using
and
a lot of
I
obliges for
target
that.
oblige.
Yeah,
Yeah, and doing that with, well, in my head, I was gonna do it with Titus as well, and just like be able to kill him in one thing. But you got to Titus, so easier than I thought you would.
yeah,
A little more, but um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like I was just kind of playing keep away a little bit, using Valeria as much as I possibly could, but that's always what I'm doing a little bit.
yeah, yeah. I saw. Did you discard a sanctity at some point there? So sorry, say that again.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just mad at myself still for this end
I,
game.
you know, it's a. like it's not very like I definitely can relate to like I've just had a few moments in like an important game where like I unclick the mouse and then I'm like, oh, wait. Like it's like just
Yeah.
like you just see it as you do it. Like, wait, what did I just do? Especially like playing on
You're
stream and
seeing
like getting
seeing it
faster.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Well, I mean, I had a little bit of time left, but I definitely had enough time to think about that more.
yeah.
Seeing it from your side on the stream, like I'm just looking at the board right now on your side, it's like, oh yeah, clearly you've got the board and everything. But in my head, I'm like, I gotta go for this right now, and I do the wrong option.
Yeah. So there was a decision like halfway through. Maybe let me find the hand, but like I was thinking this is gonna be a game that's gonna go like all the way to the end. I want to hold Nadiana for like the next like 10 turns. And I was at like
Mm.
zero magic. Uh Here, maybe this is
With these two ram shift turns right in a row.
yeah, yeah, and so I ended up like discarding Nadiana because I had like no magic. Here I think it was okay. Well, I guess if you're looking at the stream, but it was like turn 11. I'm sitting at like 3 magic, and I was ending the turn with 0 magic, and it was like okay, wait, let me actually see what my hand was. My hand was just 2 ice rams and a Nadiana at 0 magic, and you can see this board. What sort of discards do you
Yeah.
think you would do here? Because I was really like I really felt like I needed to discard one, like to like keep cycling, but I was just really just like and like the rest of my deck. I don't know if it'll display my deck. Okay, it won't, but like there's not more than like 7 value worth of like comments in there, and I was really scared looking at you with like 4 magic and 16, just being like, I mean, I guess Titus was already down, but it's like crap. Can I win the late game if I discard Nadiana? Like, what? How do you think you would have approached a turn like this?
I probably would have discarded Nadiana. Like at this point, I having zero magic
Yeah,
is really tough. Even though I mean, you've got a ton of stuff on the board, so it's not like you would have been screwed. But Ice Rams are too valuable in this matchup, particularly, I think.
yeah, yeah,
Just being able to eat for piece, basically.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think super highly of Nadiana anyway. Like
yeah.
Garmin is definitely the one that I summon the most, and then I think Olag is decent too.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, neither do I. Yeah, neither do I. And I think that's sort of the thought I went with too. Is like, okay, this is gonna be a game where I'm gonna instead of like sitting back with Nadiana, I want to get in your face with like golems in order to get like the ram shift Jarmund value, which ended up working out, I think. But like it was just so hard to be like just to look at my deck and be like, there's 7 to 8 magic total left in it, like that I can
Yeah,
spend, and just
yeah,
it's just against high elves just like because like I just feel like this could totally be the sort of game where we both end it with like 8 magic to spare, and it'd just be so nice to be holding Nadiana. But
yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
I suffered. I was in visible pain on that turn.
Yeah, this was a fun matchup. I love the high elves, and they make me think more about my turns than I say that as the person who just brain farted and lost the game. But they make me think more about my turns than I like normally do about positioning and things
Yeah,
like that. I'm
yeah,
not like the best at,
yeah,
but there's just so many cool ways that you can use Valeria's ability in just so many ways.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
That one turn where I was thinking forever about it and I ended up just hitting you face with a justice. I literally was like, well, there's nothing else cool I can do. Let me just hit you hard. And it's like,
It worked. I was scary, and then my golem missed it. The golem that was hitting for 3 with
yeah,
an ice. No. And then I didn't realize that, oh, it's gonna take a damage, so now you could counterattack and kill it. But then you couldn't because
yeah,
you were only at 3. But then your guy killed itself, and then the thing behind it shot. That was really clever. Um, yeah, there's just this
yeah.
other. Yeah, go ahead.
I just said I like that. I felt like that was smart.
Yeah, I like being smart too. Doesn't happen that often. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels especially just like watching the stream with Prophet and Water D. It's just like like I've barely played High Elves. I got to get on that grind. There's so much fun.
Yeah.
I wanna. And there's so much I don't. And just like especially having the experience of the Shadow Elves of like literally feeling it like it was like 30 to 50 games before I like even started to get what their strengths and weaknesses were. I want to do that with some of these other factions. Like even Svara, I just don't play Svara very much because like I hate taking ram shift turns asynchronously because there's just no it can always be better. So I just sort of don't. But honestly, maybe I'll start playing Sara more in these like live games because that like you just got to throw up the towel at some point and say it's good enough.
I mean, both of yours were really good, so I think the towel being thrown was effective.
The second one, the play that I did was like I found like 5 minutes before what I ended up doing, but I thought it wasn't good enough because I forgot about like ice shards would kill the one health unit to the side or something, and so it was a
Yeah.
classic like think for 5 minutes and then do the same thing.
I know. Well, and you got both of my
That was
champions,
so
which
good.
had just value just sitting there, and they would end up just dying sitting there.
That was so good. I was so happy.
I was glad. I was glad to show off Titus a little bit. I mean, I don't think I used him like as effectively as possible, but I wanted to
Yeah.
like put him in that edge over there with Valeria. It ended up being a little too cramped because Polar
Yeah.
Dwarves can do that.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
like, if you can only come down this little valley here, then I'm just gonna eviscerate you.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
was.
you did a good job
Yeah.
not doing that.
Yeah, I was scared because I was like if I like I was my first thought was like I would occupy your forward gate like oh my goodness why is this an arrow like over here like in front of Titus and I was like oh Valeria can just like move in place to literally just like push my unit out of the way and damage it and whatnot and so it's like actually I'm
Yeah,
just gonna commit no units on this side and just like put the 10 health gate in front of Titus and like slowly kill it with ice shards. That became the plan.
that was smart.
Yeah.
The that turn that I had Titus, well, I had him a turn before, but I ended up not throwing him. And then I had 7 magic in Titus, and I had him, and then but also in my hand, I had Albus, a Justice, and a War. And I was
Oh
like,
wow.
it's probably better if I played all 3 of those, but it's fine.
Titus. It's so
Titus
it's
is cool. I want to play him.
Titus just feels like BM towards the Vanguards. Just Valeria being like, you know what? Like I got everything your deck can do. I guess you guys have Citadel Knights. All right, fine. I'll do that too, but better. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Titus is fun. Titus is like the
Titus is
perfect.
cool. Also,
Yeah.
I had like a million magic this game. I don't know how that worked, but mostly I think just 'cause Valeria was doing stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, it's called skill issue. I don't know. Um,
yeah,
yeah, it's somehow. I feel like that's one of. I was reading some sort of article. I don't know, or maybe it was just posting it in one of the channels where it's just like the question of like I'm playing against someone's better than me. They always have more magic than me, but I have no idea why. It's just like that's it's definitely like a common experience of just like
yeah.
just playing a little bit better here and there can lead to you having a bit of a edge with magic that will really pop off.
I mean, I still don't really understand how that works a lot of the time. I'll be playing people who are better than me, and I'm like, how does this person have 10 magic and I have like 2? And we have like the same amount of cards left.
Yeah, that'll happen. Skill issue. Yeah.
Big time skill issue.
You interest?
Actual skill issues.
Yeah, no, like actually saying it not ironically. Imagine that. Are you interested in another one, or are you heading off?
No, I'm interested in another one.
All
I
right,
want to win and
let's do
not
it.
screw up.
High Elves Mirror right now.
You want to play as High Elves?
Jeez, I don't know about that. Maybe I want to play as something I don't need to
That's
think as
fine.
hard about. I mean, I would like literally run this match back, but then again, that might be too much of a good thing. Anything you want to see in particular?
Um, Let me see. Let me just look at the decks here.
You could see some like Fallen Kingdom
I'd
or
be
something.
down. Fallen Kingdom is always fun to play as or against. I'd be down to be one of my classic aggros. I
Yeah,
could be like Wayfarers, or I could be Phoenix Elves. I haven't been them in a minute.
you wanna do that against FK?
Yeah, let's
All
do that.
right, cool. Looks good. I will make a link.
Cool. I've been playing a lot of decks that I'm not super like feel super comfortable with, like Breakers or Shadow Elves or things like that, which is really bad because I've been winning a lot. So my ELO is really high, and so now I'm like playing these factions that I'm not comfortable with or not as comfortable with against people who are like probably better than me
Yeah,
because playing fair matches and stuff.
yeah,
So I'm playing like Water D and things like that. It's like
yeah,
this is not gonna go well.
yeah.
Now look.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that was sort of like when the new season rolled around, it was like, all right, time to just queue every faction that I don't play with and like just have fun and not worry about it. Um, so maybe I'll start tryharding soon. The decks
Yeah.
are in the
Well, I'm in
warehouse.
the top.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm in the top 10 of these like factions that I like, so that makes me like not want to play them
Crap.
because I want to keep those badges.
I mean, that'll yeah, so just play the other ones. Yeah, I don't the badges kill me because it's just it's I remember in like season one before they tuned it a little bit better so this doesn't happen anymore, but I literally like I played 3 games as sneaks and it got me to number 2. It was just 3 wins got me to number 2 spot. And I stayed there for like I don't know, like 3 weeks or something. And people finally kicked me out. Eventually I got out of the top 10, but like at the very beginning, just 3 wins, 3 straight wins with the faction with no losses would just like put you right at the
Yeah,
top, which didn't really make sense. I think they changed the algorithm to fix
yeah,
that.
that's horrible.
But I mean
I'm in
it
the top 10, or I'm in the top 10% of high elves because I've been playing them a lot
yeah.
and feel decent with them. And I kind of want to stay there because I want the silver badge. It looks pretty cool with the high elves
Yeah, I'm going for the
versus the
silver
gold.
badges, you know.
I mean, the gold looks exactly the same as the like other badge.
Damn, your ELO is like pretty stonking right now. That's
Yeah,
that's
well,
rocking it.
I've lost a couple since today.
Skill issue. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. The Ela is so hard.
All
Okay,
right.
I guess we can play
You
this
want?
game. Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
I guess I'm the one losing time.
Good luck.
All right, I'll see you. See you on the other side. Bye.
Yeah.